I am so excited that you guys have stayed around for 19 parts. This makes 19. All right, you guys, here it is. It is finished. Hey farm fam, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome and welcome to the last barn update vlog of this series. So in today's video, we are doing all the necessary things that we have to do for this barn to be complete in the eyes of getting the horses in. So, if you guys are excited, because right after this video, we'll be able to put the horses in. So technically, in my time, we're finishing everything up today, and then tomorrow, in my time, the horses will be going into the stalls. I am so beyond excited. If you guys are excited for today's video of us finishing up everything that needs to be done, make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up right now, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, and of course, have a chance to be my post notification shout out. All right, you guys, let's get right into everything that we need to do because we have a good amount of stuff to do today. So in the previous video, we went around and did a bunch of miscellaneous things like put this hinge on, we attached this new storage door, and today we have put the latch on. It's the same exact latch as my other doors, so all of them have the same latch. And we put the mats in. I got a lot of questions about this, why we didn't go all the way to here, just because these are the amount of mats that we have, and mats are extremely expensive, so we might turn them and see how it looks, just to see. You guys hear the noise. Mike is working on the bars because that is today's big initiative, is getting all the bars done. But we might just turn these and see how they look. But then if we did that, we'd have to buy a lot more of these mats, so we'll just see. A lot of the barns in my area have their mats just like this in the alleyway, so it's fine, but if it works out the other way, that's fine too. So we're gonna test that out. And then also in the last video, we put these metal pieces on, and I saw a lot of comments asking if we were gonna put metal here. We're not, just because it's not necessary. I just liked the look of this metal right here, just to follow through here. And I don't want there to be metal here and then it stopped here, because we can't really get the metal to like mend onto that arch without it looking weird. But this is just how we're gonna leave it for basically like the aesthetic purposes of it, like that. So now in today's video, like I said, huge initiative is getting these stall bars done, and then just more like last minute stuff like these latches and things. You guys will see. While Mike is over there working on those bars, drilling them, I'm just going to start over on this side and start to measure out where the bars will go, and then we can continue on, just trying to make the process quicker. So we adjusted our last run really quick to the store to get some last minute things. I've got this new garden hose, and this will be attached to all of my water spigots. And then I got more buckets, but Tractor Supply only had 4 of these buckets, so I need to find another one. I might need to go to a different Tractor Supply. But what's super cute about these buckets, this is a very minor detail that I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see. Okay, do you guys see? There it is. There's some dust on it. There's a horse. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's like this little horse engraved into it. So I thought those were cool. So these are our water buckets, because in a previous video when we were setting up the stalls, we didn't have these yet. So I just need one more technically to fill all the 5 stalls. So we only have 4 horses, so that's gonna work fine. I grabbed some stuff for my tack room, just like normal stuff that I use for the horses that I can get at like the dollar store. So I got Epsom salt, just more stuff. And I like to use these little sponges to bathe the horses and stuff like that, so I needed some barn scissors. So I just got random stuff that'll help in the barn. I got a thermometer, because we always like to have a thermometer out here for our livestock. So we got all the stuff like that. I got some more silicone because we just need a little bit more. I have all my outlet covers for all of our outlets, and then the hose, as you guys saw. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna work on cutting this hose and getting this attached to all the water spigots, and then getting the buckets put up, while Mike continues the bars, because the bars are a pretty big project. Y'all, I literally just got done showing you guys that I just bought these from the dollar store, and they're broken already. I literally just tried to cut my little thing for the like water spigots that attach to the hose adapter, and this happened. So yeah, these had a good run in the barn. This is the little nozzle where the water will come out, and then first, before putting the hose on, I have to just put this little adapter nice and tight, voila, and then now we'll put the hose on. I've done a couple others already, but this is what we basically are doing. We're taking the garden hose, and it's a tight fit, we're gonna put it on here. Oh, okay, so once it's on, now I basically want the hose to just like sit in here, and then I'll show you how we're gonna make it sit up. So I'm just gonna put it like right here, and then this is where I'm gonna cut it. Okay, so it's cut, and then basically it'll sit right in here just like this. And then if we see the hose right here, ready? So I'll turn on the water slightly because it's not fully attached. I still need to put my thing on, but if you guys can see the water, and it's gonna come out of the hose just like that. And then okay, so now we just have to put this little clamp on it, and then I'm just gonna put this back on here, and then we'll just tighten the clamps, and then I just need to do this on the rest of the stall. All right, so while I've been doing miscellaneous things, like those little hoses, which I just finished, so you can see right there, I've got one here, I've got one on this stall, and then I have them on this stall and this stall. But as you can see, these stalls still don't have the bars yet, but Mike is working on them, but he finished this one, so it looks really cool. It just takes a long time. It's very tedious. So as you can see, that one's done, and obviously these ones are done. I still can't decide really if we're gonna do that one back there. There's really no point except for looks, but it's not crucial for the horses getting in. So for now, we're just gonna leave it open, but I wanna know your guys' thoughts in the comments if we should put the bars up just so it like looks the same, or if it doesn't matter, but it's coming along, you guys. So I have left a couple of these underneath the stalls like this, and you guys have noticed I've just been working on other things, so now still just getting everything done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the excess off of these, and voila, it is cut off, and I still need to silicone this. Hi, welcome to the barn. Meow meow. Hi, Crazy. You checking everything out? Are we doing a good job? We now have another side done with the bars. So this is actually the side that's gonna be where the wash rack is. So with this vlog, like the barn is technically complete, but I talked about in my last video that I was gonna talk about it in this video. We're leaving the wash rack like this for now, because when I'm saying that the barn is complete, it's that it's complete with everything that the horses can go in. This is gonna be another project that doesn't need to be done necessarily right away. We're entering winter, our horses aren't gonna get bathed all the time, and it's just been our storage area for right now. We obviously have all the materials for the wash rack, so we're still gonna work on the barn, but this will be like a day project. And then there's another project that we still have to do, obviously the Dutch doors, like the window, Dutch doors. That's gonna be another day project, but the horses are gonna be fine being in here. So I don't wanna make the horses wait any longer. So that's why technically the barn is gonna be complete in this vlog, and we're gonna let the horses in the next vlog. But this is gonna stay this way. But really quickly, I wanna explain a little bit what we're gonna do for the wash rack, because I know I've briefly explained it and kind of where we're at now with the wash rack. So we're gonna put a drain, and we're gonna concrete it with all this concrete. And then right here, obviously we have some exposed wood, and then the bars, and we don't want any water getting into the stall. So I'm actually gonna like plexiglass, I think that's the right word, all of this right here. So it's just like clear, like acrylic looking, but plexiglass the whole thing, so that water doesn't go inside of this stall, but it'll still have the look of the bars. And then we're thinking that, as you can see, all this is metal. We'll probably just keep this all metal, and then we have so much extra metal, and we'll probably like put it right here on this exposed wood so that it matches the metal and so that it doesn't rot the wood. And then we're gonna get one of those like car wash looking things that you see at the car wash, where the hose is like attached up top. I don't know how to explain it, but we'll just run across our plumbing from our existing plumbing here, and then we'll run a drain before we do the concrete. So hopefully this makes a little bit more sense of what we're gonna do in here. This beam will be removed as well, so that the horse can go in, and then we'll probably put more cross ties right here in the front. And then we'll put some shelves in the corner or something like that to hold all of like the bathing stuff. So that'll be what the wash rack is gonna be. So you guys will see that on my channel, just not right now, but hopefully and definitely before the end of the year. So I just wanted to mention that. So we finally got this up, and then I went around and everything is now siliconed. So this one's a little bit dirty because we were working in this stall. But everything is silicone. This was like the last stall to be siliconed, and then this one. So everything's silicone. That's why my hands look like this. But it's all silicone. So everything's technically ready to go with the flooring. So we're all set up for that. And then we just now have this right here, and then this right here. And then also we just need to take these two boards and we actually need to like push them up because obviously the fan is still not attached. So we just need to push those up, and then we just need to clear out the stalls. I'm gonna run the magnet over everything again, and then use my blower and blow everything out, make it nice and squeaky clean before we put shavings in. I also found our nameplates. I know a bunch of you guys were asking about these, what we were gonna do. So these are really old. We actually got these as a gift at our old house, and we had that board and we just never ended up putting them up, and we didn't even have cash yet. So just Louie, Trigger, and Blaze. So we went ahead and we spray painted them black today, but there's like some oil on them. I don't know, from the move, they like some oil spilled on them. So it's not really like curing right there on where the oil was. So I don't know. I'm not really sure if we're gonna use these or not. They kind of do go with the style because like they're metal, but obviously I would need to get another one for cash. But you guys have been sending me some really good ideas too. So I don't know. We do have these as an option, and I really want to use them since they were a gift. But we'll see. If they work, then we'll just need to try to find and get another one. If not, we'll just get different ones. But we are gonna put name badges up because I know a bunch of you guys were asking, and we're actually gonna put them right there. So just for example, this is how it would look. So it kind of does look cool. We might like, I would like drop it down just a little bit so it's like even with that middle board. But that's just the idea of what we would do. So I know a bunch of you guys are asking if we would put it up on the arch. So we'll see. We first have to let the horses pick their stalls, and then we'll put nameplates. So it is literally midnight. I think it's actually a couple minutes past midnight. So exhausted. And we have a big day tomorrow because we still have to finish the rest of the stalls. Originally we wanted everything to be done today, but we just cannot work any longer because tomorrow's a big day because we still have to finish things, but we also have to film again because we need to bring the horses in. So I'm super excited for that. We have to wake up really early too so we can finish this and have enough time to get everybody in. We have to go to tractor supply again because we need to get some last minute things to get them in the stalls tomorrow. It is day 2 of this vlog. This is the final day, you guys. We're actually putting the horses in today, which you guys will see in the next video, but it's the final day. I should say the final couple hours that we actually have to even complete this, to get the horses in. We want to get them in when it's still light out and have them being fed for their night feeding in here. We just need to finish up the bars like you guys saw us last night technically. And then we should be good. We went to Tractor Supply this morning, got some last minute things to set up the stalls, like bedding and stuff like that. But yeah, it's exciting. So Mike's about to start on these 2 set of bars, and that's like his project for like the next couple hours. So we're gonna probably get a lot of dust and more metal shards, I should say, over there because he has to drill into these metal pieces. But over here on this side, we're pretty much done with like debris, if I should classify it as that. Watch this, the cat just went in here. Where are you, little kitty? Oh, there you are. Anyways, so on this side, I'm gonna go through all the stalls and I'm going to use the magnet again, get any metal shards out, and then I'm gonna blow out any of the dust and old like wood shavings in here. And some of our brackets are just getting dusty and things like that just because of all the dust in here. So I'm just gonna start fresh with all these stalls on this side, and then once he's done drilling and everything, that's when I'll do it on this side. But as far as these ones, they can be completely ready because we are fighting the time right now. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We quickly just fixed this, so now this arch doesn't go past here. And now we just need to put the final fan up, and then all the fans will technically be up. One side. And now the second side. Fabulous. All right, now Mike's gotta plug it in since he's up there. And we have an outlet right there, so it works really conveniently. Ah, look at it. And we have the final fan. Oh, it feels so good. We're on the home stretch. Kind of cleaned up just like an area right here for them to walk in. Obviously, they're not gonna have access really back here because of the metal and such, but just for the sake of getting him into the barn until we fence, because we are gonna fence from here back and then that side of the barn over there and back. But for the time being till we do, we're gonna walk them in, and then we're actually gonna take our cattle gates and we're gonna put them back there again, and they're gonna start using that pasture because we're about to end rainy season and we really need this pasture because obviously it's been destroyed because we've just been flooding. So we need any little bit of rain that we get and any bit of moisture that's still in the ground to help this grass grow without the horses like standing on it and destroying it. So basically with the barn, why we put it in the position that we put it was so that we can do like rotation of pastures. So once we fence, they're gonna be like correct 2 separate pastures for them, and then also at certain times if we get really dry, we'll open up the 3rd pasture with the cows, because the cows do not even nearly like destroy that pasture or anything to that pasture, because we always have round bales over there for them. And cows eat grass differently than horses, so cows actually just like tear the grass, where horses like rip the whole like root out of the ground, if that makes sense. So there's constant like regrowth on the cow side, so we'll still use that pasture too. So technically we have 3 like pastures to rotate from. So this first one though, in the up front, we're eventually going to switch it off, and I think the back pasture will be like our summer pasture, and then the front pasture will be our winter pasture, because or maybe the other way around. Yeah, that's right, because the front pasture floods. So we won't ever have them messing with the front pasture because they will be in the back pasture during summer, and then winter typically they'll be in the front pasture. We'll switch them around and make it make sense starting next year, because the front pasture just got destroyed just because that's what we were working with. But the back pasture is luscious and there's tons of grass back there. So we are going to switch them over there. So lots of big switches they're gonna have as far as pastures and, you know, new routines for them. So that's exciting. And then as soon as we're done with getting them in the stalls and everything, we're gonna not stop building. We're gonna start to cross fence everything. And also that leads me to like next plans of, we have to still get like loads and loads of fill dirt and still fill up around the barn and help our drainage a little bit better. And then we'll be able to seed again and regrow grass. And then we'll have the area behind the barn here that's completely fenced in as like a turn in and turn out area for them when they come in, so that they don't go into the other pasture. And if we ever just were cleaning stalls, kind of our idea is that this little area right here behind the barn that's gonna be fenced off, the little idea would be if we were cleaning stalls and I wanted to let them into the alleyway and they can walk out into this little area. And then also I think we're gonna end up moving the chicken coop back here just to get it away from the coyotes and foxes on that side, because the horses like are over here. And we found out the other day that we will never have a coyote problem with our horses because Louie hates dogs. And we never realized that because they're always with the dogs and things like that, like through the fencing. But we learned that with Bama because the other dogs, they don't really like venture into the other fencings and stuff like that. They're very respectful of the other animals. But Bama will go and underneath the horse fencing. And he did the other day during feeding time. And Louie tracked him down and it was a race. And Bama luckily was able to slide back under the fence because he was about to get eaten. So I don't think we'll ever have like a coyote problem with the horses because they are ready and prepared to defend themselves. But we do obviously have a coyote issue over by the chickens, like you guys know that. So if I can move the chicken coop over here, that would be great. So that's what will come next. But now that I've rambled and you kind of understand how this will work, because I've seen so many questions about how we're going to do the pastures and things like that and how we're going to turn in, turn out, you guys will see more of that. But that's kind of where we're at next with the whole journey. But also, like I said, final stretch. Mike is finishing up the last set of bars. So I'm in the barn now, obviously. And it's a lot louder because of the fans. So he has all of these holes drilled, as you guys can see, and then these ones. And now he's just drilling these, and then he'll go back in and put all the pipes in. And then we're pretty much done. I have magneted everything out of the stalls. So everything's good. Now I just need to blow everything out. But we are at the home stretch here, so it's going good. So you guys saw my other video when I got all the metal out of the barn. So this is just from doing the holes into our metal chew stoppers, and it's crazy how much metal it is, and I'm super happy and very confident now with the stalls because look how much metal was picked up. This is literally just from those 3 stalls and then more in the alleyway. So now I need to do the other 2 stalls and then I'm gonna do the alleyway again. but it's just crazy because all of these metal shards, like I cleaned this off before we started today. So I'm gonna clean it off again and then do another run through those 2 stalls, and then I'll be good to start blowing everything out. Here it is. All of the bars are in those stalls. I cannot believe it. We are really running low on time here to getting the horses in, but all we have left to do is get these painted. And as you guys can see, there's a bunch of shavings in the alleyway now because I have been going through all the stalls. I have done this first one. It looks really good. And then this second one, I'm working on this third one right now. My battery just died, so I'm just switching it out really quick. But it's getting there. I'm so excited. So we have 2 done, and then we just need to spray paint the bars black. So this is what we're using, and if you guys can read that, it says 15-minute fast dry. So in essence, we will be done in 15 minutes. I cannot believe it, you guys. And then we will have the horses coming in right after. All right, you guys, here it is. It is finished to completion of where the horses can come in. Like I've reiterated this before, obviously the wash rack and the Dutch doors are not in. We do have some couple other things that we still need to do to make this barn technically complete, like the fire sprinklers we want to put in and just a couple other random things. But as far as the horses coming in, this is going to complete technically this series because the horses are going to be able to come in now, and we will do videos of our side projects like the Dutch doors and the wash racks. So we aren't going to completely stop working on this barn, but this is pretty much the barn as a whole and what it is, and that will end the barn build series. Mike and I have worked so hard today to get this done and ready for the horses. We planned to finish this a lot earlier, but of course things just take longer. So it's literally like 5 o'clock. It's time for feeding. So we're gonna try to set up these stalls really quick, and you guys will see that in the next video, and also get these horses in before dark. But we are really pressing on time here. So I really am so excited for this, you guys. I'm so excited for you guys to see the next video, and I am so excited that you guys have stayed around for 19 parts. This makes 19. I was gonna do 20, but of course I wanted the 20th part to be when the horses actually got into the barn. So I'm so excited if you guys have been here from day one. If you haven't, make sure you go back. I have a whole playlist and you can watch from day one of getting the barn foundation even built. So if you guys want to follow the whole journey, you guys can go to that playlist and watch it. This has been such a fun journey. I have learned a lot. We have taken on this project. This is probably our biggest project yet that we have taken on together. And we are so thankful for all of our friends and family's help, anyone that helped us, and of course, you guys who gave us so many great suggestions and advice and things that you guys have done, and we're able to implement them into our barn. So I think that's so cool. But this pretty much wraps up the barn build, you guys. We have done it. I believe we started in the beginning of September, like the first week of September. And here it is, the end of November. I underestimated this project, and Mike and I were just talking about it today. He also underestimated it, but we got what we wanted, and it was a lot of work, but it was so worth it. So we are about to see why it was so worth it when the horses come in. So make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up if you guys liked this video and the whole series. So don't forget, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure you turn on those post notifications because you aren't gonna wanna miss the next video and the videos coming up in our brand new barn. All right, you guys, I love you, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.